All right. I think we should be back. Ready to go? Thanks again, Dylan. Absolutely, Denisha. It's an absolute pleasure. Shabazz, hello, hello. All right, let me give everyone a minute to get back in, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Mahmood, all good. Shabazz, nice to see your analysis. Thank you very much, brother. Glad it's helpful. Let everyone give everyone a moment to get joined up, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. All right. Hello, everyone. As I said, excuse the delay. So I told you guys earlier at a resort. So we're making it work as best we can. So making sure just to get in the analysis for you guys so you guys have something to work with coming into this week. Big fan from Pakistan. Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining us. Shout out to Pakistan. AB, whoop, we're back. All right. So looks like the stream's filled up again. Sweet. All right. So as I was saying, high speed trading company CL. Absolutely. I'll take a look at crude oil for you. Usually was gonna put that one on the list anyway. Man, ICT would be cussing up a storm right now. Thanks for keeping it classy, Dylan. Yeah, man, just taking it easy, man. Too blessed to be stressed. Too blessed to be stressed. Just taking it easy, enjoying life, my man. If this is the hardest part of my work week, can't complain. Can't complain. Amy, thanks, Dylan. If you have time, what is your thoughts about the Dow and SOXL? I'll definitely go ahead and cover that for you, Amy. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, everyone. So again, I'm not sure if when it cut out, but as I was saying, going to go ahead and recap it briefly. What this skill set does is it extends much past trading. Again, as investors, you can take advantage of these opportunities as well, just like I am. Again, this is not financial advice, just sharing my opinion and what I'm looking for. But as I said, there are still opportunities here. So I told you guys that I'm building in short positions in the S&P as we're trading up to these premium levels, expecting this or anticipating this expansion lower. Also, crude oil. I'm not sure if that part was in there as well, but the reason I look at these different assets is because there's so many opportunities in these markets. You just have to understand how to take them down, how to take advantage of them, and when to do so. So that's the experience, that's the value in here that I'm sharing with you all. So definitely be sure to pay attention to the details, as the sauce is in the details. So again, not sure if the last part of the S&P analysis was in the video, but again, looking for lower prices here. Do not want to see us get above this purple fair value gap or this inefficiency here. So I would want to see us trade up into this. If we do, and then run lower, and then if we have a portion of this fair value gap open, that would allow me to trust that we're going to continue seeing lower prices here on the S&P. So again, looking at NASDAQ, same thing. Breakaway gap. Look at the sensitivity here, right at consequent encroachment. So 50% of the inefficiency, we see the market hitting it, using it as real support and resistance, and then aggressively expanding lower. So again, going to look for this sell side first, first going to be looking at this sell side in the following week. And then again, through there, I'll expect continued expansion into these equal lows and this inefficiency. So going to continue looking for lower prices here on NASDAQ and S&P. And somebody asked me to touch on Dow briefly, so I'm going to go ahead and do so. So again, looking at lower prices on Dow, seeing the rotation lower. So I want to see us trade through this low aggressively, and then through this low, my attention will come to this real liquidity void. So I want to see us trade down into there for the Dow. So high speed trading company, CL, let's go ahead and take a look at crude oil. So still bullish on crude oil as we've been looking at the past few weeks. So again, so looking at crude oil, we've been looking at higher prices for crude. So leaving this fair value gap open is something I'd want to see, because then I'd treat it somewhat as a measuring gap. Why does it keep doing this? All right, so I think the chart should be back up. All right, so again, looking for higher prices on crude, my attention is at these equal highs. So looking at the 93 to 94 on crude oil. Again, last week shared my longer term perspective. Not going to get into all that right now, but again, looking at the high 120s to even 130s for crude oil longer term. So again, if we leave this inefficiency here open, that'll confirm to me that this market is extremely bullish and that we can continue trusting higher prices. So again, we have a small fair value gap in here. So again, would not want to see us get below that. If we do, then my attention will come to this one. But again, I'm looking for higher prices on crude. First target would be an expansion through the previous week's high. And then through that, I like these equal highs here again at 94. So again, calling this market higher beautifully, plenty of room for potential profitability, assuming you understand how to manage risk, position yourself, and hold the trade. So daily chart, bit of a consolidation, which is to be expected. We've had a beautiful run higher, aggressively expanding for the levels we've been looking for. So to enter a measure of consolidation is reasonable, and it's something I like to see, especially before taking out equal highs. If we're about to deliver into a liquidity pool and then we create a swing high and pull away from it, that gives me confidence that we're going to rip through these highs, because I'm looking at this as engineering liquidity. So people that are looking at this as a double top or a triple top, they're going to look to start selling this market just on the basis of that. So the market's going to give them that, and then it's going to allow them to be our liquidity. So again, equal highs, retracing. I would want to see this market now expand into these equal highs. So that's what I'm looking at for crude oil, leaving all these fair value gaps open, indicating this market is extremely bullish. So that's all I had for my analysis. So if the stream does cut out, I'm not going to get back on. So I'm going to take a few questions here before I get going. So let me go and see what we have in the chat. High Speed Trading Company, hopefully that covers your question on crude oil. Amy Moore, would you take a look at SOXL? So semiconductors. So yeah, semiconductor market is looking extremely weak. So I'm going to continue expecting this market to continue bearish because the NASDAQ is bearish. So the semiconductor sector is highly dependent on the tech sector. So again, looking at NASDAQ, extremely bearish. That's going to allow me to continue looking for lower prices in the semiconductor ETF. So again, I like how we displace lower, trading through this swing low. So shift in market structure, trading into this fair value gap, bodies respecting it perfectly, and then selling off. So I'm going to expect continued bearishness in this asset class. Again, looking at this phantom trend line, even more beautiful, seeing how 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. So retail is going to be looking to buy that. We're looking to victimize them and take that opposite side of that trade. So while retail traders are going to be looking to buy this trend line, we're going to be looking for it to trade to and through it. So again, through this trend line liquidity, I do want to see aggressive run lower, as that's going to confirm to me this market is weak. Through this trend line, as a first target, I'll be interested in seeing this inefficiency here. And then through that inefficiency, I like the sell side. So that's what I'm looking at in the semiconductor space. High Speed Trading Company, great job. Yes, I had the same thoughts. Awesome, brother. So we're on the same page there. Alistair, hey, just joined. Quick question. Do you utilize the IPDA ranges 20, 40, 60 look back to arrive at a bias for US strong for the past few months? So yeah, I do take into consideration the look back ranges. I personally just use it in the sense that I'm looking at for sensitivity at specific PD arrays up to 60 days back. After 60 days back, the algorithm will still refer to specific PD arrays, but the stronger ones are going to be within 60 days. So I'm looking for specific highs and lows within a specific look back period. But again, nothing too complex. That's the extent to which I'm using it for my trading. Ronnie, love your stuff, brother. Been trading ICT for a few years, but have learned more in the past weeks than in the last few years. Great stuff. Keep it up. Thanks, Ronnie. Really appreciate the feedback, my man. And keep it pushing on your journey. Looking forward to hearing your success story. Ronnie, whenever you're done, can you look at Tesla? It follows the NQ. Yeah, let me go ahead and take a look at that. So again, same thing as NASDAQ. It's a highly weighted tech company, so I'm going to be looking for Tesla to continue repricing lower as well. Looking at this on a monthly chart, not much. So closing below this volume imbalance. So as long as you remain below this, I'll keep looking for lower prices on Tesla. So I like this volume imbalance here in efficiency, and then I want to see us close below it. Then if we close below it, my attention will go to this swing low at 211 for Tesla. And then through that low, we have all this inefficiency here. So I'm going to be looking at Tesla to reprice all the way into the 200s to 190s. So that's what I'm going to be looking at for Tesla here moving forward. Shabazz, brother, what are your thoughts about derivative broker for synthetic indices? I know nothing about synthetic indices. There may be some people in the chat that trade it, but personally, I do not know much about that market, so not going to comment on it. Got a member question here, Jay. Can we set a potential target using fib downside 1-2 standard deviation, measuring those 4 up close candles on the daily on ES? Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Absolutely. So that would definitely be something that I would do. So just looking to anchor it from intermediate term low, intermediate term high. Fib projection targeting. So what you can look to do is align the fib projections with PD arrays. So again, none of these things you want to have as standalone indicators. You don't just, I believe I covered this in the live stream as well, but you don't want to look for just standard deviations or just PD arrays. If you blend them both, it yields astonishing precision. So what I'll do is I'll look to get swing projections that are in alignment with specific PD arrays, and that's how I'm using it to qualify for targeting methods or just looking for objectives in general. So that would definitely be a valid approach to targeting for sure. So hopefully that covers your question, Jay. So let me see if we got any more member questions. If not, going to go ahead and get going. Awesome, Jay. Shabazz, how many times can a breaker block be used? Someone said to me he uses it more than 2 times. PD arrays can be referenced as many times as it refers to it. There is no limit. There is no exhaustion level of it. So it can touch as many times as long as order flow is in alignment, the narrative is correct. It can refer to it as many times as it like. Denisha, don't forget to like this new stream. Have a great vacation and be safe. Thank you very much, Denisha. Much appreciated, and thank you for your continued support. And yeah, if you guys can give the stream a like, a comment, that helps us out here greatly. Sorry, don't think we have any more member questions, so going to go ahead and get going. Mahmood, AUD, JPY. Let me go and take a look at that for you, brother. Yeah, so rangy market, just looking at it at first glance, bullish order flow, fair value gap, bodies respecting that. My attention will go to these equal highs here. So that's what I'm looking at for the Australian dollar, yen. All right, everyone. So thanks for joining us. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Hope you guys all have a great week. Again, as I said, Monday not going to be too active, but I will be sharing analysis, telling you guys where these markets are going. Starting Tuesday, share with you guys what I'm doing. And then I did receive overwhelming feedback with regard to the live stream. So that is something I will look to begin implementing more moving forward. So as we told you guys here a few weeks ago, we're just getting started. A lot more still to come. So again, appreciate your guys' continued support. Thank you guys for joining us here on this Sunday. And I will speak to you guys through the Telegram and then hopefully in a live stream sometime this week. So with that, hope you guys will have a great rest of your weekend. Good luck and good trading.